Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what ought to be a great matchup between the Oakland Raiders and the Indianapolis Colts. With that, let's get on up to Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. For the call, we bring in our broadcasters, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach. Well, the weather outside couldn't be better. They've opened the roof and the retractable windows on the sides, and it's time for football at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. From up top, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles Davis, as always, with me as well. And CD, defenses better be on their toes in this one because we got two quarterbacks who love to throw the football, and they throw it very well.
Over 4,000 yards each in the previous season. So what you're saying is, if you're a defender, hope you're prepared properly. Hydrated, stretched, be on your toes, as you said, because the ball's coming your way.
Now the elder statesman of the NFL, Adam Vinatieri, set to get us started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Derek Carr is set and ready to roll as he leads the Raiders out onto the field. Carr in his sixth season, 28 years of age, former second-round pick back in 2014, and a lot of people feel this is a critical season for Derek Carr as a Raider. Remember, there were whispers that the Raiders might be in the market for a QB in the draft, even contemplated maybe making a run at Kyler Murray, but in the end, they stood pat with Derek Carr, hoping that he's the long-term answer. Throwing on first down is Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. Carr now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early second and long they're facing. Here's Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Carr going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games. And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked out and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
This is Marlon Mack, third-year running back. And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. Here's Jones. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Here's Carr to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
He's NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Another try after the first down sack. Carr. Now this will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark it down at the 49. 27 yards there, a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Delayed game, offense.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run, and just lost track, and it cost him.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Carr. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 20.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
He's got it to Hilton. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And the Raiders have got him. Maurice Hurst drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
I don't think there could have been a better pocket for him to throw from, yet he never got rid of the football, and it goes down as a sack.
I mean, he had time to build a campfire back there. He still couldn't get rid of it.
I'll bring the s'mores next time.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. And from down in Miami, an update. It's the Chargers out to an early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. To throw, it's Carr. And that will be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. First down, Rivers. Rashard Matthews here on the catch. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
59. Block 15. Check the backer.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Corey Littleton, Pro Bowler for the first time a season ago, in to make the tackle. From just shy of midfield, Rivers taken in by the tight end Doyle. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Rivers now from the 50. He's got Jack Doyle. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now Carr. It's Williams on the catch. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. On 1st down, Carr got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now Carr. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Carr now to throw. It's complete to Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Watch the pass. Hey, 734.
On 3rd down, Richard. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Last season for Carlson, a bit of a strange rookie year. Won the Vikings job, then was let go week 2 after going 0 for 3, but he picked things back up.
Remember, he was drafted to cure their kicking woes, and he ends up going 0 for 3 against Green Bay, including the potential game winner. Gets cut, picked up by the Raiders, 16 for 17 the rest of the season. I'd say at the end of the year, a pretty good success story.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A reminder coming up tonight, a tough ticket in New Orleans. The Cowboys in town to take on the Saints on Sunday Night Football. And tomorrow night, Charles and I, we go to Pittsburgh. Bengals and Steelers, two teams, well, they don't like each other very much. That's well documented. That starts at 8:15 Eastern as we close out the month of September. Rivers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for Indy. 59 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Rivers with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. To throw is Rivers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Zach Pascal, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Rivers. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Rashard Matthews, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead.
How about that touchdown, partner? If you blinked, you probably missed it. I looked away for just a second, and they were in the end zone.
Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. And the lead is now 2. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Tyrell Williams heading back out onto the field now. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. Down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
We focus our attention now on T.Y. Hilton as he gets ready to head back onto the field. There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
It kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups, right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but we're going to the headliner each and every time. And that's not easily done because, you know, all the defenses are kicking towards him right now. That means he's fighting his way through traffic, finding ways to get open, even when he's not supposed to be.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Ready?
Here's Rivers. And the catch made by Hilton. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. From the gun, Rivers. And Pascal's got it. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Check, 380, block 15. Pick me up. Here we go.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rivers to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Again, it's Rivers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half.
A 27-yard attempt.
And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to 5. Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. He really can't see it in his leg, maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard, that's about it. But as long as he's booting them the way he's booting them, keep going, big guy.
And after the made field goal, here's Adam Vinatieri to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll start with a rematch of one of the more compelling playoff games of all time, the Kellen Winslow game. This time, it's the Los Angeles Chargers heading down to take on Miami. And it's the Chargers who are out in front. The Chargers still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, we head up to the Motor City to check in on the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Chiefs. 2 touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And that game is tied as they take on the visiting Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Colts to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well.
Set. 190. 56. Check 56. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You got me.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. And Matthews makes the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
380.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play fake, Rivers. And his throw is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Good yardage there for the Colts, 18 and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. They'll run it. It's Mack. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They go right back to Mack. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Check 390. Black 15.
Rivers on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Doyle. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis, and also move the sticks. From the red zone now, Rivers. He finds Matthews. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Now, both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively, just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of...
And he will not pressure here. Carr taken down. DeForest Buckner make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That sack by the DN, Danico Autry. After the sack on first down, Carr. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he's got this down to the 35. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. To throw, it's Carr. Like Antonio Brown, Tyrell Williams came to the Raiders in March. Came up the coast from L.A., where he caught 41 balls last year with the Chargers. His best year was 2016 when the Chargers were still in San Diego. Over 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns, and the Raiders really have high hopes for this 27-year-old receiver. To throw on 2nd and 10. Carr, complete to Jones. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. Throwing on first down is Carr.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal. Carr. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Carlson is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Pascal. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Indianapolis. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Rivers. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Well, man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Now Rivers. He's got Jack Doyle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, Mack. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Wait, 89!
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Complete to Hilton. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. They'll go again here with Matt. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
And some room to work. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Zach Pascal, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Vinatieri now for the point after. He's got it, and that'll make the score 17-8. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Carr going to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off around the 27. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, you're trailing. It's the 4th quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Now, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I'd want to get right back out there and get after them because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after him.
They'll run on first down. It's Mack. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Rivers here to throw. And he's got it. And he's brought down. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. takes it in for a Colts score. Phillip Rivers, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. So Derek Carr in the offense. Down by 15. A little under 30 seconds remaining. And they're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Completes it to Jason Witten. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. To throw his Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Carr gives to Richard, and he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Second and goal from the 1.
Carr's
going to keep it himself. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down. This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Indianapolis, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Oakland, they'll drop down to 1-3, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.